Hello friends, welcome to today's daily devotion as we continue to look at the idea of happiness as a distraction. Today we're reading out of the Gospel of Mark, reading from the 10th chapter, verses 35 through 45. Hear now these words. Then James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus. "Teacher," they said, "we want you to do for us whatever we ask." "What do you want me to do for you?" he asked. They replied, "Let us sit, one of us at your right and the other at your left in your glory." "You don't know what you're asking," Jesus said. "Can you drink the cup that I drink or be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with?" "We can," they answered. Jesus said to them, "You will drink the cup I drink and be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with. But to sit at my right or my left is not for me to grant. These places belong to those for whom they have been prepared." When the 10 heard about this, they became indignant with James and John. Jesus called them together and said, "You know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become greatest among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be the slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." I love James and John's audacity in coming to Jesus and saying, "Lord, we want you to do whatever it is that we ask you." Now think about the audacity, the arrogance of that statement. We want you to do whatever we ask of you. And Jesus, I think, does laugh at them when he says, "What do you want me to do for you?" And then they say, "We want to be on your right and on your left." To understand what they're asking is they're saying, "Lord, we recognize that you are numero uno. You are the big kahuna. You are the top boss, but let us be right there just underneath you." They're thinking of themselves. And when the 10 hear about this, their anger, their, as the scriptures say, becoming indignant, is all about, "I wish I'd been the one to ask first. Who do they think they are, lording it over me?" See, here we have all 12 of the apostles thinking that it's all about what they can get. They're following Jesus because they expect him to someday become the most powerful person on the planet, and they're going to be right there with him, able to get what they want when they want it. This is the modern definition of happiness: getting what we want when we want it, no matter what it takes to get it. Jesus sets them all down and says, this isn't the way the kingdom of heaven works. And my friends, what Jesus said to them 2,000 years ago is still true for us today. If we're looking for our happiness by being able to lord it over somebody else, trying to become those who have what we want when we want it because we've got the power over others, that is a distraction from the true reality of what Jesus calls us to be as his followers. You want to be first? Be last. You want to be the greatest? Be the slave of everybody else. That doesn't sound quite as much fun, does it? And yet, Jesus says that is true happiness. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.